Level 1. The Fire. You are a newborn. You don't know it yet, but you were a problem before you were even born. Your mother is Thetis, a goddess of the sea. Your father is Peleus, a mortal king. And here's the secret behind that marriage. The gods wanted your mother. Zeus himself wanted her. But there was a prophecy. Thetis would give birth to a son greater than his father. So the king of the gods panicked and did the safe thing. He married her off to a human. Better a mortal hero than a god who could take his throne. That mortal hero's son is you. Your mother cannot accept what you are. She is immortal. You are not. You can die. So at night, while your father sleeps, she holds you in the hearth fire and rubs you with ambrosia, the food of the gods, trying to burn the mortal part out of you. Your father wakes up. He sees his baby in the flames. He screams. The ritual breaks. Your mother storms back to the sea in fury. Centuries from now, the Romans will tell a different version of this night. They'll say she dipped you in the river Styx, holding you by one heel, the one spot the water never touched. Either way, the truth is the same. You are mortal. You have a weakness, and one day, someone is going to find it. Level 2, the Centaur. You are 6 years old, and your teacher is a monster. Your mother is gone. So your father carries you up a mountain and hands you to Chiron, half man, half horse, a centaur living in a cave on Mount Pelion. But Chiron is no wild beast. He is the wisest creature alive, the trainer of heroes, and he is about to build you from scratch. He feeds you the insides of lions and wild boars to make you fearless. He teaches you to run so fast you can chase down a deer on foot. The spear, the sword, the bow. Then medicine, how to close a wound, how to draw out poison. Then the lyre, how to make music. Because a weapon that is only a weapon breaks. You kill your first boar at 6 years old. You drag it back to the cave yourself, grinning. In your world, that means something. The greatest warriors of your age wear helmets covered in boar tusks, 40 or 50 animals for a single helmet, sliced thin and sewn onto leather. 3,000 years from now, archaeologists will dig those exact helmets out of the ground. Your world is real, and it is about to come for you. Level 3, the dress. You are a teenager, and you are hiding in a dress. Your mother has seen your future. If you sail to the war at Troy, you will die there. Full stop. So she does something desperate. She disguises you as a girl and hides you on the island of Skyros, among the daughters of King Lycomedes. You live as one of the princesses. Nobody suspects a thing. Well, almost nobody. You fall in love with one of the real princesses, Didamia. She bears your son, a boy named Neoptolemus. You're a father now. You're safe. You're invisible. Then a prophecy leaks out among the Greeks. They cannot win the war at Troy without you, so they send the most cunning man alive to hunt you down, Odysseus. He arrives at the palace, and he can't tell which girl is you, so he sets a trap. Disguised as a traveling merchant, he lays out gifts for the princesses. Jewelry, fine cloth, beautiful things, and hidden among them, a sword and a shield. The girls reach for the jewelry. You reach for the sword. Then a war trumpet blasts outside, a fake attack, and you tear off the disguise and stand there with a weapon in your hand, ready to kill. Fully exposed, fully caught. Odysseus smiles. Your mother's plan just died. And so, eventually, will you.
Level 4, the choice. You are still young, and you are handed the most terrifying deal ever offered to a human being. Your mother tells you the truth about your future. There are 2 paths, and you get to pick. If you stay home, you get a long life, peace, a family, old age, and total silence. No songs, no glory, no name. The world forgets you completely. Or you sail to Troy.
You will never come home. You will die young on foreign sand, but your name will burn forever. Every generation, until the end of time, will know who you were. A long life nobody remembers, or a short life the whole world remembers. Most people never even get to see this trade. They just drift into the long, quiet, forgotten version without ever being asked. You are being asked, point blank, and you don't hesitate. You choose the fire. You gather your myrmidons, your own private army of hardened killers, and you sail east. And here's what you can't know. The city you're sailing toward is real. 3,000 years from now, they will dig it out of a hill in Turkey called Hisarlik. They will find clay tablets from the Hittite Empire mentioning a people called the Ahiawa, the Achaeans, your people, fighting over a city called Wilusa, Ilios, Troy. You are sailing into a legend that might actually have happened, and you are running toward your own death on purpose. Level 5, the Wall. You are at Troy, and Troy will not fall. This is no village. It is a fortress guarding the crossing between two seas, with a lower city of thousands and a defensive ditch hacked straight into the bedrock. You cannot smash through the gates. So for 9 years, you do what armies of your age actually do. You raid. You sack the towns around Troy one by one, city after city, dragging back treasure, cattle, and captives. 23 towns fall to you. You are unstoppable in the open field. No man alive can stand in front of you and survive. In one of those raids, you take a woman named Briseis as your prize of honor. Remember her name, because in your world, honor isn't a feeling. It's the treasure in your tent, the proof of what you're worth in front of every soldier on the beach. 9 years of blood, 9 years of waiting, and the thing that finally breaks you won't be a Trojan. It will be your own commander. Level 6, the insult. You are in year 10 of the war, and the man you're about to destroy is on your own side. His name is Agamemnon, the High King who leads all the Greeks. A plague is ripping through the camp. Soldiers are dying in piles because Agamemnon refuses to return a captive girl to her father, a priest of Apollo. You call an assembly. You force him in front of everyone to give her back. He does, and he is humiliated. So to save face, he takes something of yours instead. He takes Briseis. He strips your honor in front of the entire army, and something in you snaps. You do the one thing that can destroy the Greeks without a single Trojan lifting a spear. You quit. You pull your myrmidons out of the war and sit by your ships. Then you go further. You ask your mother to beg Zeus to let the Greeks lose, to let them die in heaps until they understand exactly what you were worth. And they do start dying. The Trojans push the Greeks all the way back to the ships and set them on fire. Agamemnon panics. He sends an embassy to your tent with a fortune: gold, horses, women. Briseis returned untouched, even a princess to marry. You say no. You tell them no pile of treasure is worth your life, and you'd rather sail home and grow old and be forgotten than fight for a man who dishonored you. You sit there, furious, right, and about to lose the only thing that ever really mattered to you.
Level 7, the Friend. You are in your tent when your whole world ends. His name is Patroclus. He grew up beside you. He is your dearest companion on this earth, closer to you than any living soul. And he cannot watch the Greeks die anymore while you nurse your pride. So he comes to you weeping, and he begs, "Let me wear your armor. Let me lead the Myrmidons out. The Trojans will think you're back and they'll run." You agree. But you give him one rule. Push them back from the ships, then stop. Do not chase them. Do not go near the walls. He puts on your armor. The Trojans see the shine of it coming and they break in terror. Patroclus is magnificent. He drives them back across the whole plain.
and then he forgets the rule. He chases them all the way to the walls of Troy, and there, the god Apollo himself strikes him from behind, knocking the armor from his body, and Hector, the greatest warrior of Troy, drives a spear through him. Patroclus dies wearing your armor. Hector strips it from his body and puts it on. Your best friend's killer is now walking around inside your own armor. When the messenger reaches you, you don't speak. You collapse. You pour black dirt over your head and face. You scream so loud that your mother hears you at the bottom of the sea. You wanted the Greeks to suffer to prove a point. This is the bill. And now nothing on this earth can stop what you are about to do. Level 8. The Rage. You are grief with a spear, and you are the most terrifying thing that has ever walked a battlefield. You have no armor. Hector is wearing it. So your mother goes to Hephaestus, the blacksmith of the gods, and overnight he forges you a new set. A helmet, a breastplate, and a shield with the whole world hammered into its face. Before you march, your mother tells you the price, plainly. If you kill Hector, your own death comes soon after. It is fixed. You look at her and you say, "Then let me die." You'd trade every remaining year of your life for this one afternoon. You return to the war, and it is not a battle. It is a massacre. You kill so many Trojans that you choke a river with the bodies, and when the river god himself rises up to stop you, you fight the river. You find Hector waiting outside the walls, and when he sees your face, even he loses his nerve and runs. You chase him 3 full laps around the city of Troy. Then Athena tricks him, taking the form of his own brother so he'll finally turn and stand. He throws his spear. It bounces off your divine shield, and you drive yours through his throat, into the one gap in the armor he stole from you. Because you know exactly where that armor is weak. It's yours. With his last breath, Hector begs you to give his body back to his family. And he warns you, you will die at these gates, brought down by Paris and Apollo. You don't listen. You tie his corpse to the back of your chariot and drag him through the dust, in full view of his mother and father screaming on the walls. You have your revenge, and it feels like nothing. Patroclus is still dead.
Level 9. The Old King. You are alone in your tent at night when a man walks in who should be dead the moment you see him. It's Priam, the king of Troy, Hector's father. He has crossed the battlefield in darkness, unarmed, straight into the camp of the man who killed his son. And he kneels. He takes your hands, the hands that killed his boy, and he kisses them. He asks you to think of your own father, an old man, far across the sea, who will also one day weep for a dead son. He begs for Hector's body. And the greatest killer in the world, the man who dragged a corpse through the dirt, breaks. You weep for your father, who you will never see again. You weep for Patroclus. The old king weeps for Hector. 2 enemies, crying together on the floor of a tent in the middle of a 10-year war. You give the body back. You even halt the fighting for 11 days so Troy can bury its hero. For one night, you are not a weapon. You are a human being. It is almost the last thing you will ever do, because your own death is days away now, and you know it. Level 10, the price. You are the greatest warrior alive, and you are about to be killed by the worst. The war grinds on. You keep winning. You cut down Penthesilea, the Amazon queen. You kill Memnon, a king from the far south. You drive the Trojans all the way back to the Scaean gates, the great gates of Troy. And that is where it happens. Exactly where Hector said it would. Paris, the coward prince who started this entire war by stealing another man's wife, lifts his bow. He could never face you with a spear, and everyone knows it. So he doesn't. He shoots from a distance, and the god Apollo guides the arrow. In the oldest songs, it simply strikes you down. In the version the whole world will remember, it finds the one place your mother's magic never touched. Your heel.
the greatest warrior who ever lived, dropped by an arrow from a man he despised. Ajax and Odysseus fight through the crowd to carry your body out. The Greeks burn you on the shore, and they mix your bones with the bones of Patroclus, together at last, exactly as you both wanted, and raise a great burial mound over you beside the sea. And that mound outlives the war. 1,000 years after your death, a young Macedonian king crosses into Asia to conquer the world, and the first thing he does is stop at your tomb. He anoints the stone with oil, runs a race around it with his companions, and lays a wreath on it. He calls you lucky. Lucky, because in life you had a true friend, and in death you had Homer to make your name immortal. His name is Alexander the Great, and he wants to be you. You were offered a long life nobody would remember, or a short life the whole world would never forget. You chose the fire. You died young at the gates of a foreign city, and 3,000 years later, we are still saying your name. You paid the price, and now you are a legend.